Have you ever thought about what makes a man feel that special spark, that deep emotional connection with a woman? It's not just the things you say or do. It's also about the quiet but strong messages you send through simple, caring touches. Today, we're going to look at how certain touches can naturally trigger love hormones in men. These touches might seem small, but they carry a lot of emotional power. The way we connect with others isn't only through talking. Our bodies have their own way of speaking, and sometimes they say more than our words ever could. Men can be strongly moved by a woman's touch. The right kind of touch can create feelings of emotional respect and build a connection that's hard to explain with just logic. Let's explore a few kinds of touches that spark these love hormones in men and understand why they touch the heart so deeply. A soft touch on the arm might look like nothing special, but the way it affects a man emotionally goes much deeper than most people realize. It's a simple gesture that sends a quiet message of trust, comfort, and closeness. When a woman gently places her hand on a man's arm, it might seem casual, something you wouldn't think twice about. But if you look closely, you'll see that this tiny act can cause a strong emotional reaction. This touch matters because of how our brains react to physical contact. When a woman lightly touches a man's arm, his brain starts to release oxytocin, the hormone that helps build trust and emotional closeness. This is the same hormone that helps a mother bond with her baby, or that we feel during a warm hug. It creates feelings of safety, love, and connection that words can't always express. It's not just about touching someone, it's about what that touch says without speaking. It's a quiet way of saying, "I'm here with you, you're safe with me." That one moment can help a man let go of his stress and feel that he doesn't have to act tough all the time. He doesn't have to hide his emotions. For a lot of men who've been taught to keep their feelings inside, this kind of gentle touch feels like a lifeline. A calm reminder that it's okay to open up. This small act meets a very basic human need, to feel connected. It's a need that lives under all the everyday stress and distractions. It reaches the part of him that wants to be accepted for who he really is. Another beautiful thing about this touch is that it asks for nothing in return. It doesn't demand attention or answers. It simply offers presence, warmth, and peace. The arm is a safe, comfortable place to touch, so it doesn't feel threatening, yet it still creates a deep emotional impact. It tells a man without words that he is seen, valued, and cared for. From a psychological view, this kind of touch creates a sense of emotional security. A soft, caring touch causes the brain to release chemicals that bring peace and happiness. Not all touches have this effect, but when the touch comes from a genuine place of love and care, it goes deep into the heart. When a woman gently touches a man's arm, she's quietly saying, "I'm with you, I won't leave." That can give a man such deep emotional comfort that he starts to feel safe enough to show his true self. He doesn't have to pretend anymore. He can just be who he really is. Even more, this kind of gesture can raise a man's self-esteem. Many men grow up thinking they have to earn love through achievements, strength, or being successful. But a caring touch tells him he doesn't have to do anything special to be loved. He's enough just as he is. In a world that often measures men by what they can do or give, this soft touch says, "Your feelings matter too." It shows him he's valued for who he is inside, not just for what he provides. This touch can also help a man become more emotionally open. It invites him to give love, not just receive it. It helps him take down the walls he may have built up over the years. One of the most powerful things about physical touch is its ability to break through emotional barriers and open space for real, honest closeness. It's often the little gestures, the small touches that mean the most. They're the ones we remember long after words are forgotten. A light hand on the arm may seem like nothing, but to a man it can say, "I care about you," louder than any words ever could. Now, let's talk about another powerful gesture, the soft hand on the chest. This simple act can speak volumes without a single word. It's one of the most touching ways a woman can show trust, care, and emotional presence to a man. The chest holds the heart both physically and symbolically. It's where our deepest feelings live. When a woman softly places her hand there, she's not just touching his body, she's reaching for his heart in an emotional way. This kind of touch is thoughtful and filled with meaning. It shows openness and trust. For many men, it awakens feelings they don't often get to experience. It makes them feel truly seen, not for what they do or how strong they are, but for who they are deep inside. The chest is a place that symbolizes truth and emotional openness. A warm hand there invites a man into a space where he feels accepted and cared for. It's a way of saying, "You are loved just for being you." The warmth of her hand isn't just skin deep, it's heart deep. Just like with the arm touch, this gesture triggers the release of oxytocin. This hormone lowers stress and increases feelings of connection and calm. For men who have been taught to be tough and hide their emotions, a gentle touch on the chest can break through those layers. It creates a moment of true connection. This gesture tells him, "You're safe here. You're loved here." It touches parts of him he may not show anyone else. It gives him the freedom to feel without fear of being judged. It reminds him that he doesn't have to carry everything alone. Placing a hand on a man's chest is about more than affection. It's about seeing the person he really is. It gives him a feeling of emotional shelter, a place where he doesn't need to explain himself. That kind of care helps him open up and feel emotionally closer. This kind of touch also helps him connect to his own feelings. It builds emotional honesty and helps create a bond that's based on more than just attraction. It helps both people feel safe to be their true selves. And there's more. This touch also releases dopamine, the brain's feel-good chemical. This makes him feel pleasure, comfort, and joy. A soft hand on his chest can bring calmness and happiness, making it a strong emotional anchor in his memory. For men, the chest is also where they often hold stress. Society teaches them to be strong and hide their emotions, which causes tension. A soft touch there helps release that tightness. It lets him breathe, relax, and feel safe enough to let go. It's almost as if the touch unlocks something inside him. It gives him the space to express what he's been holding in for too long. This simple gesture becomes the first step toward emotional healing. It connects him to his emotions and to the person giving the touch. There's also something protective about it. When a woman rests her hand on his chest, it's like saying, "I'm here to protect you too." In a world that expects men to be emotionally strong all the time, this can be deeply comforting. It tells him that someone truly sees him and stands by him, even when he asks for nothing in return. This one small touch represents his heart, his dreams, and his hidden fears. When a woman touches him there with care, she offers more than comfort. She offers deep emotional support, a reminder that he is not alone. This act also invites even more closeness. It says, "I'm not just here physically, I'm with you emotionally too." It's not a surface level gesture. It's a real invitation to connect on a deeper level. For many men, emotional closeness doesn't come easy, but this touch creates the safe space he needs. It's a reminder that real love is about being open, honest, and emotionally connected. In the end, the soft touch on the chest becomes one of the most beautiful gifts a woman can give. It brings trust, closeness, and comfort, while also helping the body produce hormones that grow love and security. It's a small gesture, but it holds the power to strengthen a relationship and bring real emotional healing. When it's given with care and love, this quiet act becomes unforgettable. It reminds both people that true love isn't always about big dramatic moments. Sometimes it's in the quiet touches, the ones that say, "I see you, I'm with you," in the deepest way. It can have a big impact on a man's emotional well-being. This small act says so much about love, support, and care in a way that words alone can't express. It's a powerful gesture that touches both the body and the heart, bringing feelings of peace, comfort, and trust. One of the main reasons why a surprise back rub can create such deep emotions in a man is because it triggers both physical and emotional responses. The back is one of the most sensitive parts of the body, especially near the muscles and spine. When a woman gently rubs a man's back, it helps release endorphins, natural chemicals in the body that fight pain and lift mood. These endorphins help relax physical tension, but also bring a general feeling of calm and happiness. Men often hold a lot of stress and pressure in their backs because of daily responsibilities and emotional weight. A soft back rub can bring quick relief. This physical ease often comes along with an emotional release, giving him a break from everything he's been carrying. The beauty of a surprise back rub is the unexpectedness. When a woman does this without being asked, it's not just physical touch, it's an emotional gift. It shows that she's present, tuned into his needs, and offering comfort without asking for anything in return. This surprise brings a soft warmth and kindness that's hard to create with planned actions. It's a silent way of saying, "I see you, I know you're going through a lot, and I want to help carry some of that with you." The fact that it's not expected makes it even more special. It proves she's paying attention. She notices when he's feeling stressed, tired, or simply in need of some gentle care. This builds a deeper emotional bond because it comes from love, not from request. A back rub given from the heart can also build trust and a feeling of emotional safety. Rubbing someone's back is something we often see between parents and kids or people who deeply care. When a woman gives this to a man, it tells him she's a safe place where he can rest and let go of his emotional weight. Men are often raised to stay strong, to deal with their pain in silence, and to never show weakness. But a gentle back rub offers an unspoken invitation to let go of all that pressure. It's permission to be cared for without having to pretend to be strong. The back rub creates a moment where he can let his body relax and allow his heart to feel calm too. This simple act provides emotional care that runs deeper than usual expressions of love. It's not just about romance or attraction. It's about truly caring for someone in a steady, meaningful way. For a man, this can mean a lot, especially when it's the only moment in a busy day where he feels truly supported without needing to give anything back. In many relationships, one person gives while the other receives. But the spontaneous back rub is different. It asks for nothing. It comes from kindness and presence. The act of touch also brings emotional closeness because thoughtful physical affection triggers the release of oxytocin, the brain's bonding hormone. The more oxytocin is shared, the stronger the emotional bond between the couple becomes. So the back rub isn't just a small act. It becomes a meaningful ritual that strengthens love, trust, and emotional safety. It reminds both people that they are a team, building something loving and real together. A simple back rub, especially when there's no hidden reason or need behind it, becomes a sacred moment where walls come down and real connection can happen. It also shows how much people need moments of peace and calm in a fast-moving world filled with stress and noise. Touch like this becomes a quiet escape, a moment of rest from the world. Men, like women, carry emotional stress in their bodies and often don't even notice it. A simple back rub helps them reconnect with themselves, breathe easier, and feel less alone. It becomes a comforting reminder that it's okay to slow down and relax. This kind of touch can be even more powerful when it comes at the perfect time, after a hard day or during moments of emotional heaviness. It becomes an act of love, quietly saying, "You matter. Your health, mental and physical, is important to me." The surprise back rub can also lift a man's sense of self-worth. In many relationships, people think love only comes in big actions or sweet words, but often it's the small, unexpected moments that matter the most, like a soft touch when it's least expected. For a man, this kind of loving act can reinforce the belief that he is valued and deserving of kindness simply for being who he is. It's a silent message that says you are worth caring for, you are important. In a world where men are often judged by what they do or how much they can handle, this simple touch becomes a gentle reminder that their emotional and physical needs are noticed and cared for. It also gives a chance to truly connect without the need for a long talk. Sometimes it's hard to find the right words to offer support. A back rub lets you show love and care without needing to say much. It's a quiet way of saying, "I'm here with you," without trying to explain anything or solve any problems. Actions can sometimes say more than words ever could, and a back rub given at the right time can say more than hours of talking. In the end, the unexpected back rub becomes one of the strongest tools for building emotional closeness in a relationship. It brings comfort, love, and a sense of togetherness in a way that feels natural and deeply personal. It's not a big act. It's simply the gift of being there with warmth and soft care. For a man, it's a moment when he feels noticed, appreciated, and loved. For both partners, it becomes a chance to grow closer, to relax in each other's company, and to remember that even in the middle of life's chaos, peace can be found in the most gentle gestures. The playful tickle is another small action that may seem silly at first, but actually has a deep effect on emotional closeness between partners. It's a fun and light-hearted moment that builds a special kind of connection, one that goes beyond the usual ways we show affection. Even though it may not seem like a serious form of love, the playful tickle is a very human act, full of laughter, openness, and shared joy. To really understand why this simple act has such a strong impact on a man, we need to look at how it affects emotions, thoughts, and the body. First, the playful tickle brings out the free, spontaneous side in both people. It invites fun and laughter, which quickly break down emotional walls. When a woman playfully tickles a man, it brings a feeling of childlike wonder to the relationship. It's not about being proper or serious, it's about letting go and enjoying a moment together. The act shifts the mood from daily stress to something joyful and surprising. It reminds both people that not every part of a relationship has to be serious or deep. Sometimes the best moments are just about being silly and laughing together. This kind of playfulness builds closeness because it invites vulnerability. When someone is tickled, they lose control for a moment. Their laughter and natural reactions take over, and they have to surrender to the moment. This kind of letting go is important in building trust and connection. For a man, especially one used to being in control or carrying big responsibilities, a playful tickle can be a refreshing break. It allows him to lower his guard and feel free. Emotionally, it's a reminder that it's okay to let someone in, to be soft, to enjoy a moment of laughter without the weight of the world on his shoulders. Tickling also creates a reaction in the body. It activates the nervous system and causes endorphins to release. These feel-good chemicals lift mood and create relaxation. A man being playfully tickled gets a quick boost of happiness, and the laughter often leads to more laughter, creating positive energy that stays long after the moment ends. This joyful feeling is part of why the playful tickle builds strong emotional ties. It connects the happy memory with the experience of being together, making their bond stronger. What makes it even more special is the surprise that often comes with it. In relationships, surprise moments of play or affection add magic. A tickle is rarely planned. It just happens during a happy moment. This unexpected fun keeps the relationship fresh. It allows both people to be their true selves without pressure to play any role. For men who are often expected to be serious or always responsible, this freedom is a gift. It tells them it's okay to laugh, to be playful, and to enjoy the present moment without fear. Another powerful part of the playful tickle is how it creates shared happy memories. Laughing together in private builds strong emotional bonds. Laughter releases oxytocin, the same bonding chemical that builds trust. When a couple laughs during a tickle, they're sharing something deep, a moment that pulls their hearts closer. Laughter tears down emotional walls. It melts away distance and brings people into a space of honesty and openness. The tickle becomes more than a joke. It becomes a tool for trust and deeper emotional connection. It also shows attentiveness and care. It's not about grand gestures or romance. It's about knowing your partner's emotions. If a woman tickles a man, it shows she's paying attention. She notices he may need a laugh or a break. It's a light, non-demanding way of saying, "I see how you're feeling, and I want to make you smile again." This attention makes a man feel truly seen and appreciated in a way that goes beyond normal romance. It's a small act with big meaning. In many ways, the playful tickle gives permission to drop the roles we play in relationships. There's often pressure to be perfect or strong, but the tickle invites people to just be themselves without fear. It doesn't need planning. It's just a natural moment of truth and laughter. For men who may always feel they have to stay in control, this is a special moment. It offers freedom and connection with no judgment. The playful tickle becomes a doorway to real closeness. It creates space for happiness, trust, and love. It builds memories, removes walls, and invites both people to be their truest selves. Its beauty is in its simplicity and the powerful message it sends. I see you, I care about you, and I want to share this joyful moment with you. In a world where relationships can feel heavy with stress and duty, the playful tickle I